Hi, welcome back. How are you doing? It appears to be just me again today. I was chatting to Jingletail and she's unavailable for chatting, and I forgot to prepare any talking points, which is about typical. How's everyone doing? Has anyone been up to anything interesting this week? I want to say I have, but honestly I cannot for the life of me remember. I really should have done notes. Oh well. Let's move on to drawing. I've got colouring to do, and then more colouring to do, and then I'm going to start doodling some faces. Swoop. Oh look, I haven't even prepared any of my brushes. I've got my Discord going on in the background. We're talking about TVs. I do have something. I have a complaint, okay? I say pointing at the screen. This is why I need a Navi. I was watching Invincible on Amazon Prime, and there's adverts. It's like watching TV again. Okay, technically it's fewer adverts than watching on TV, but it's as intrusive, as rude. I do not enjoy it. Oh, I have not prepared myself at all. What's that colour do? What's that colour do? What's that colour do? Okay. I think I'm just colouring in these bits. You know, clever artists would be prepared. But at least I think of myself as an artist. I need to get some extra colours off of her other drawings that I've done. Oh no. That's a pain. I've got to be more clever. That'll do. And then switch that colour over here. Lovely. All that effort just to colour a nose, and I put it on the wrong layer. This is how to be prepared. But yeah, I was watching Invincible. Very violent show, and I have quite enjoyed it. Why is that not right? And then the opening of episode 2 was really good. It was just a silent musical segment that went on for quite a bit, actually. Made you feel for the peeps. That's not the right colour. That's not the right colour at all. Oh, I think I see. I think this colour is over top the hair. Somehow. Right. Let me just fuse those together. Solve that problem. Add the upper lip colour, which happens to be the same colour as the hair. Oh, why would you do this to me? Clearly, I've got the threshold too high. And then we end with the eye. And the eye is pretty complicated on winter. I've got a couple of shades and a particular style I like to do. So I'll probably need to break that down actually. Do a nice round red as white. Is this going to be a difficult focus day? It might be. Maybe I should have had an energy drink before I started. I don't normally recommend energy drinks, but they seem to help me with my focus. Well, an energy drink every now and then isn't the worst thing. When you get hooked to them, maybe. Maybe. Okay, now we're going to put that into another grouping. Add in the iris. She has curved irises. That doesn't feel straight. That's better. And then, how do I do the next bit? I get a nice bright red, and that goes over the iris. No, I should be talking about more interesting things. This isn't interesting. This is just me drawing, which some people might enjoy. But I don't actually have anything to talk about this week. So I guess we'll talk about nothing. Oh no. This is why I need someone to talk to, I think. Or notes prepared. I wonder if I can get in on conversation on Discord. Sort of broadcast that. Be a little naughty. I don't miss adverts, that's all I'm going to say there. I really quite like Winter's Eyes. Even though they're quite complicated. Well, in my opinion, complicated. Not actually complicated. But I like how they appear. They have a nice depth to them. And I might be a sucker for red eyes anyway. And then with all that said and done, I'm going to add in an eye shine, even though it's not particularly important. Just because it needs to show that she has the eye shine on top. Oop. There. Looking good in my opinion. And now that we have all those colours over there, I think I'm going to cheat them over to the other one. The only difference will be the hair, and I can fix that in a moment. Group them up. Duplicate that tab. And move them to their new home. If I want to be particularly precise, I should use the... Ooh, spooky. But I don't think that's working right. Oh, did only that one go up? That definitely wasn't right. Okay, I'm going to remove that layer and duplicate this one. I'm complaining I have no talking points. Yeah, I'm sorry. I want to talk about interesting things. But because I don't have anything that I remember to talk about, I can't really talk about it. That's still not working? Oh, because obviously I haven't plugged it with the transform tool. Now it's a lot more jagged. Who have I got on chat? Anyone? Oh, that's interesting. I think her lines are a little bit lower. Ooh. To line it up just perfect. Because I don't want to go through the effort of colouring it all again. I am lazy. Or maybe I'm not lazy, maybe I'm time efficient. How's that for a good phrase? Now, like I said, I need to tweak it so that it all fits better. It should be just fine. Ooh. Does her leg really fit outside the box there? No, that's something different. I'm not gonna lie, I have no idea what that is. The colours seem wrong on this. I think that's better. I don't know what happened there. Maybe it was just me moving the things around. Okay, so I was doing last month's cheesy shares, and a lot of people, a couple of people, their fandom thing was Roblox, and I'm not gonna lie, I did not realize Roblox had changed as much as it had. Now, if you know anything about Roblox, feel free to tell me all the cool things that they have now. But I was definitely surprised. I think it's just the hair I need to fix. So let's erase some lines there. And then probably actually I need to fix the tail colours as well. Wow, that makes a difference. I suppose this is the downside of colouring inside the lines. Ooh. Okay. Everything looks good there. And then the tail was on this layer. What was I talking about just then? Ooh, it's like magic. It's so easy just to get distracted. What is that? There's a line going through my work. It's not there. I'm gonna go crazy if I don't find that. Sorry for flashing images. So all of that group is fine. That group. Where are you from? I'll actually use an eraser. There we go. Okay, I'm not going to worry about the lines in there because I'm going to be colouring on top of those. And it just feels a little like wasted effort. Okay. Now that that's all out of the way, Sheezy shares Roblox. Sheezy shares Roblox. I'm going to move my windows around. Easily distracted. Should have had an energy drink to help me focus. That's still not going to help me. Because it will take a moment to kick in. Okay, as about this, I prepare the next colours and then have the energy drink anyway. If I can find where the flats are, that will suffice. It's not perfect, but it will do. Okay, I will be right back. Okay, here's hoping that's going to help. If I don't get stuck with fizzy liquid clogging up my throat. Let's get some colour in these. So I may have said this. I may have said this last week. She really does have one main outfit that she wears. Like many a cartoon character. This is different to how I do the other girls, who have a wide variety of closet Where? Oh, music's going. Oh, right, yeah, I need to pick a different colour band. There we go. The problem I've got currently, though, is that I'm using a reference that has a lot of shading on it, so I'm trying to find the right shading. I have a question. Is a scone a sandwich or a cake? That's a really important question. You see, the answer is everything's a sandwich. Everything. I will not elaborate further. I, despite being British, don't like scones. And I believe that's I believe that would count for high treason if I admitted that to any of my British people. I'm not just British, I'm English. I type everything with my left hand while I'm drawing. I'm not left-handed. It is a pain. I'd like to have more ability in my left hand. Dexterity. But I put all my stats into wisdom and intelligence. I didn't have a good roll to start with. That is... yeah, that feels right. Am I still using the lower threshold? I am. It should be fine to up that a little now. I actually do have a little bit of, like, meaning behind her cape. It is dark on the outside to conceal her, but it is bright on the inside. Just like how she is. Emotionally speaking, not physically. I keep finding slightly not shaded spots on the image I'm using. So I can just steal those. Get some jeans on. There's no meaning to the blue of the curtains. I'm sorry. And... I don't think these have a meaning either. I just like to go in with a lot of blue on this character. I say, knowing you can't see the screens that I'm switching between. There we go. Oh, no. No, there we go. They were on the wrong layer to start with. Click. All is right in the world again. So we've coloured her outfit head to toe. That did not take long. I did not expect it to take long. Oh my gosh. Okay. That's a good question. How old does a food have to be before it belongs to a country's cuisine? Tomatoes are native to the Americas, but tomato dishes in Italy are considered Italian cuisine. Potatoes are not from Ireland, but are associated with them. I always thought it was a lack of potatoes. That's... I don't know if it's to do with time. I think it's just the associated collectiveness. Like, if you said pizzas, people might say Italy, but that's if they're from Europe. They might say Chicago or, oh, what's the other one? New York. If you're in the Americas, they might be more inclined to say, like, good pizzas, real pizzas. Well, that was homegrown in America, even though they originated elsewhere. Related, if an Italian immigrates to another country like Turkey and uses the newly available ingredients to make new dishes, is the dish Italian or Turkish? How many years do they need to live there before new dishes they make switch from Italian to Turkish, if you think they're Italian? Ooh, I like these. Let me just type left-handed again. That's what I need. I need questions from the audience. Things I can sink my teeth into. Like food. Italian. I had pizza earlier. It was delicious. I would not call it Italian. If an Italian immigrates to another country, so it kind of depends. You could call it fusion, but it depends on how people receive it. If they're just using ingredients, making Italian-style dishes, then you could probably consider it Italian for a while. If it's not something that's found in Italy normally, and certainly not found in Turkey, for example, you almost certainly would just call it fusion until it becomes Turkish, and that is, it could take a generation, it could take multiple generations, it depends on when people associate it with the location it's from, or if they associate it with the family, the person who made it. But I guess that comes down to, what's the word? Well, you like the country you're from. Not patriarchy. That's not even a word. I'm sure someone knows what I mean. It is difficult because there's not a huge amount of foods that I would consider English, strictly speaking. We have a lot of food from a lot of places from all over the world. It comes with taking over most of the world, I guess, and importing a lot of that stuff that we liked back to England, back to Britain. But there are a few things that I consider English food, even though they're also associated elsewhere. Fish and chips. Specifically, just the chips part. When you go to a chip shop, definitely not crisps, which probably still doesn't help Americans if they're listening. Learn some British. Chips like potato fries, like chunky wedges. They are very nice, especially on a cold day, maybe even a little bit damp. Definitely a bit windy. You have a warm bag of chips just like held against you, and you're just munching through them as you're walking down the road. That, in my opinion, they have to be drowning in vinegar. That, in my opinion, is pretty much peak chip shop. And I'm not drawing at all right now. I'm gesturing a lot. My hands are everywhere. I'm doing a lot of gesturing. hand, please behave. There we go. He needs to learn how to spell. Okay, so I've got the colours done. Essentially, and I quote, that nobody can see, lol. Yeah, exactly. I've got the sketches done. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to be really naughty and just squish the colour layers together. I'm pretty sure I have not finished them. I'm pretty sure, other than that one bit that I definitely missed, I'm finished with them. So I'll squish them together, make them easier on my computer to handle, and move on to some other sketches. Oh. Are they just the same colour as the inner? They are. They are the same colour as the inner part of the cape. Capes are cool, we should bring them back. Yeah. Is this Minecraft inspired? Kind of feels like it. I really hope I don't get copyright strikes. I'm not monetized in any way, so that's not the worry. The worry is literally just my channel getting deleted. Merge group. Merge group. That makes it cheaper for my computer to run. But I think we need some more sketches. So, what should I draw? I think I'm going to write a couple of words. Happy. I'm in weighted mode so my pen doesn't move quickly. Happy. Scared. And maybe I'll see if I can get 4 of these. Happy, scared. Some good expressions. Angry. Angry is a really good one. She won't get angry very often, but I'm sure there are things that would make her mad. When it comes to fight or flight, she's freeze. Actually, why is that? Fight or flight? Everybody forgets the freeze. Happy, scared, angry. Need an emotion. I've got an emotion grid somewhere. It could be easy enough to pull that up, but that takes time. And then I just need to roll random emotion. See if the internet has the power to help me out here. Let's randomize 4 unique ones. The top one is sorrow. Happiness, pain, and fury. I could do sorrow. Sorrow. Am I even on a different layer? Would you believe that I absolutely am not? So let's cut those out. And put them at the very bottom. And then we work on some faces. Let's start with happy. How do other people draw their emotions? Have you ever drawn an emotion, like one of those grids? An emotion. Have you ever drawn an emotion grid? I keep meaning to, but like most things, I keep forgetting. Oh, I've got another question. How much does a dish need to change before it's considered a different country's cuisine? For example, if a Chinese restaurant opens and the dishes are modified to fit the taste and style of the locals, at what point does the dish become unique and belonging to a different country? I'm full of biting down on these questions. Can you hear my computer thinking? It's not very good at thinking. I need an upgrade. Not like so desperately I can't do anything else, just it would be so good. Busy drink. How much does this need to change? You know what I was saying before about the public perception? I think that still holds true. I don't really think I need to add much more than that. The public perception of the dish is what? Hello? Now you be skipping beats on me, computer. What makes the dish like named the country it's from? What decides where the country is from? So it doesn't really matter how much the dish itself needs to change. So if you have, I don't know, if you have tamago, tamagoyaki, if you have tamagoyaki and you change like the mirin and the soy sauce to completely different ingredients, maybe you add some sugar or honey and balance it out with some salt water, maybe. I don't know. I'm not gonna try that. Would that still be Japanese? Well, I'd say probably. At least it's Japanese inspired. But then, oh, I really don't know. Just because you change a couple of ingredients doesn't mean that the whole dish is now another country's dish. Unless everybody agrees that it is. How do I draw an eye? How do I draw a mouth? Oh my gosh. And I'm gonna mirror it. I've forgotten how to draw everybody. Career over. Start again. I think I'm just not used to drawing particularly happy. Like, really happy. She tends to show her happiness quite quietly. A smirk, a hidden smile. So I hate that. I dislike that drawing completely. I'm going to start that one again. Next week is going to be Valentine's Day. You know what? I'll just keep the cycle. And I am going to change up the stream just slightly. And I'm going to sketch in something more lovey-dovey Although, I might make it more about like a one-person thing. Self-love, taking care of yourself, making sure you're happy. I know Valentine's Day is meant for couples, or at least traditionally. I think that's better. See if I can get a almost secret smile. Not that she would be a Mona Lisa. Although her drawn as Mona Lisa would be pretty cool. Oh, I need to yell at Jingle Tail. Hasn't drawn the short shorts. Or is it skirt? Hasn't drawn the skirt version. Why is my computer slowing down? I bet the computer's doing something in the background that I'm not aware of. Some sort of Windows thinking through. Trying to do an update or something else to annoy me. Some days. I swear I do know how to draw. It says so on my CV. It does not, that's a lie. It says I enjoy drawing. Which, that is true, definitely. Alright, let's do that bit. And maybe I'll change her cheek structure. Is her nose too big? I think her nose is too big. Guys, I think I need to try again next week. Every now and then you just forget how you do things. Okay, she doesn't have that bit. That's a bit more like it. And squeeze in an eye. She has big eyes. I got another question coming. It's helpful to have someone to bounce off. Draw, please. Thank you. Most of Winter's eyes are quite hidden. So I probably don't need to go into too much detail. That said, I picked this side of her head because this is the side she shows when she's more comfortable with you. She's not hiding underneath her hair there. Yeah, she's a little bit of an emo. Character choice. Okay, where am I? So, new question. How important is the everyday use of language in categorizing things. For example, some people argue a hot dog is a sandwich. Of course it's a sandwich. But if one were to ask for a sandwich, they would likely be upset to receive a hot dog. Does this change depending on who you are trying to communicate with? Scientist, scientist is a common person. Yes, get some food. Well, as all things are sandwiches, we need to define what kind of sandwich. So if you want a hot dog sandwich, there's a good chance you're going to end up with a roll. Well, no, there's a good chance you'll just end up with 2 slices of bread and a hot dog in it. But that's because a hot dog is a type of sandwich that is defined as a hot dog. The sausage, oh my gosh. Yeah, my computer is now not behaving. I'm not crying, you're crying. I've got another message, what's that? Oh, completely unrelated to everything. That's fine, I'll have a look at that later. I'm near the end of the stream anyway, and all I have done is coloured in a couple of pieces of clothes and struggle with the computer loading something. Yeah, it's a hard life being me. But someone has to do it. I've got saving up for a trip to Japan. As soon as that's all done and collected, I'm definitely going to work on a computer. Even if that is going to be going to Japan, hopefully in the next... I can't remember now. Within the next 5 years, I know that much. But a computer that can run and actually draw and maybe play video games as well would be very nice. Okay, let's change that a little. That looks pretty happy, right? I like to think so. And then I think I'm going to keep on drawing for the moment. Just a little sketch. And if she shows herself from her left side, if she's scared, she'll go right side. So I really do not need to go too extreme on detail. But I do need a computer that behaves. Please, thank you, we're in the last few minutes. Just let me draw. Oh, my stylus was on the screen for like a whole 10 seconds there. Completely freezing up on me. Quiet, computer. And we'll have an eye there. Hair across there. I think that should convey the message well enough. see if I can fold her ear down. I've not done that before. Let's see, so her ear would normally do that. So let's have her ear do that. Here goes across her face, pretty much completely shielding her. If she does not want to be interrupted or spoken to because you're new or because you're talking loudly. Understandable, really. And then when I draw her pupil in, it'll probably be quite large. Or quite thin. I don't know if that's gonna stay or if I'm gonna redraw that later. But it won't be next week. Like I said, next week I think I'm gonna mix it up a little and draw something more lovey-dovey. We'll see if anyone's watching. And maybe they can help shape the direction. And if you've got any questions, please feel free to ask. Thank you for watching if you made it this far. Hope you have a good one. Take care. Bye bye.